Dress herself.
Good evening, Daddy.
How is the body?
Fine, I don't have light, so I'm practically on the balcony.
How is your body? Your own is literal. How is your body, my sister?
Fine, I'm healing.
You are healing. Don't show it yet until you do your documentary. Don't show it yet until you do your documentary. Let us use this to make money. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Blessing CEO here. And our topic right now is JJC and Funke Akindele breaking up. One too many social media breakups. Chaka, what's that girl's name? Chaka Eke.
Chacha
Eke. Chacha Eke, yes. Chacha Eke broke up literally days ago, as in not up to a week ago. Now, Funke Akindele is on the burner with JJC. You are a relationship counselor. And I also have Bukola here of IB's Love Haven. I would like you, I know Blessing, you're very busy and you have just 10 minutes like you told me, so I don't want to take too much of your time. What is going on? What is happening with celebrity marriages?
It's not celebrity marriages, it's everywhere. When we use the marriage, we make it look as if it's just them. It happens everywhere, but because they are in the limelight, we make it look as if it's them. People, we have thousands of divorce every day. As you're talking about Funke, like more.
Network. Network. All right, while we're waiting for Blessing, Yella, do you have anything to say?
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing she was saying. Like, I don't think it's a thing of just celebrity marriages. The reason why you're aware of it is because they're celebrities. So when things happen to them, it gets to you faster than when it happens to somebody who isn't in the limelight. Do you understand? So I think it's something that happens to anybody. But you just know about theirs because they're celebrities.
Bukola, I don't want to bring you yet because I want to dedicate 30 minutes to you to explain all, because this is your work. So I want to try to see if I can bring Blessing right back. Bele, you are yawning. Yeah, by the way, she's recovering. Okay, now I can see her. Can you see? Just because she came live, now it's easier to add her. Bukola, you're looking very fresh. Oh, your hair on point, your nails on point, makeup on.
I'm free this week, Daddy Freeze. No lectures, no reading, just my kids, no school runs, you know. And my husband just left, you know. When you get that back to back.
Where's your husband?
He's back to Nigeria. He's not here 247. He's on and off.
Oh.
You can get that thing back to back. It has a way of refreshing you, right? So I'm still. He just left. So I'm just kidding. Yeah, I'm free this week. Actually, what I do is just little coaching, and of course I have a business, but it's not a 247 thing. So.
So, Blessing, where are you? Blessing is unable to join. Let me call her up again. It is so sad, though. But you see, there's one thing that when that little boy, JJC's son, came out and was talking about his... everybody was telling the boy to shut up. Shey they see say that boy, get waiting that boy see. Wait.
But he wasn't supposed to come out, though. We know he might be saying the truth, but we don't... like, somebody staying under your roof, somebody that you've been benefiting from, no matter what. Like,
yeah, Blessing.
Like, it's not international marriage, though. 6 weeks on, 6 weeks off, you know, bad. Come on.
No, you see, you need to understand that the values, and this is what I said that day, the values that Africans have, I said it, don't raise your children abroad. Don't raise your children abroad if you cannot handle their mentality.
True.
A child living under a roof abroad does not see why he will not tell you the truth because you are feeding him.
But telling him the truth is not telling the media, though. It's two things that
He
differ.
doesn't see why not.
These guys are
You
in the
understand?
time. You are not supposed to come out and say it. Like, come on, respect their privacy. They've been dealing with this thing for
Now,
2 years.
if my daughter comes public and says things about my relationship with her mom, or I would not like it, because we are in Nigeria and we are raising them to be, at least to have that. Are you okay?
Mm-hmm. You see, well, like she's in her head like this. She's not going to do that. Trust me. It's wrong.
No, I has a headache.
Yeah.
Are you okay? Yeah, pele. She has a bit of a headache. She's just recovering, actually. Pele.
Go take water, Dad.
Do you want any? Go off camera and get your.
Daddy, continue to see what you're saying.
Okay, blessing is back. Let's finish. Topic is what is happening to.
We will not want her to.
Yes, we will not want her to come public. Do you understand? And talk about our personal issues publicly.
Yeah.
Because you know me, I really don't mind. I don't. But you see, a Nigerian couple with a Nigerian raised child. But first of all, the children are not afraid of you. Because the government tell them, Papa do anyhow, your mama do anyhow, call us. But that fear where your papa, you go wrong.
They're not supposed. If your kids are,
grandparents want you to be afraid of them.
no. If
You
your
have to have
kids are,
healthy fear of us.
No, there's nothing like healthy. But I'm not
your kids are not supposed to be afraid of you. They're just supposed to
No.
honor you and value you as parents.
They're not afraid of me.
No.
Yes. But you see, your kids are supposed to respect you with a bit of fear.
They're meant to respect you.
They are
And
meant
you're
to
meant
value.
actually,
Yes.
that's
Not to be afraid. They're afraid of you. There is a vacuum. There is a vacuum. There is a vacuum. They're not supposed to be afraid of you. There is a vacuum.
You see, this abroad Nigeria problem, I call it the man-monkey syndrome. You see, in the 80s, there was an experiment. Some men wanted to come together and clone or splice the genes of a monkey and a man so that they can get the strength of a monkey and the brain of a man. What they ended up with was the strength of a man and the brain of a monkey. And that's what usually happens when you mix these cultures. You take the Canadian system. You don't realize that children respecting their parents or not respecting their parents in Canada is a little piece of a big puzzle that fits into, is like a little jigsaw piece that fits into the Canada puzzle. You take that little thing and try to bring it into Nigeria, it will not fit. You understand? Let me tell you something. My father, when I was in 200 level, I don't know whether it was because I did not do medicine or because I wanted to change my course and my father did not like the course. He said he wasn't going to pay my school fees. What am I going to do? Nothing. There are things your father will do it's even a bit better now. When we're growing up, you won't carry your papa go court. If you carry your papa go court, the judge go blame you, the police go blame you know how Nigeria is. Now it has its advantages and it has its disadvantages. People there know their place in society, which sometimes is good and sometimes is bad. One of the reasons why we have bad leaders is because our parents were taught to shut up. Do you understand? But also we don't have the chaos they have abroad where everybody fights. Armed robber, we can't rob you for house. If your house injured, I'm sure you know say if it's sweet.
No. Self-defense.
Come and meet. Enjoy yourself.
He has rights.
In my house. No, in my house. You can't rob me.
Let me tell you something. Go and ask why. Go and ask why they do not put bottles. I read this from Arnold Schwarzenegger's. You know, Arnold Schwarzenegger was a bricklayer. So when he came to America, he built a fence and put bottles on top of it. Now they say, so for America, they know if you do that kind of thing. No. So a person won't come rob you, enjoy himself. He will sue you.
I'm not like.
Let me explain something to you. Hold on.
Why are we now getting guns? Why are we getting guns? Why do we shoot people who just
can
come
use guns?
adopt?
Who deluded you so you can use the guns?
So what's self-defense?
Self-defense is if the guy came to rob you with a gun, but the guy jumped your fence. He wanted to come and steal tire. Wanted to come and steal a bicycle.
I feel like do anything that the freeze.
Like,
Huh?
a child, but you came to do
I'm
harm to
telling
me,
you.
and then you injured yourself.
I am telling you, I need a proper American lawyer here. They will tell you you cannot. Look at that boy, that guy that is suing the French government for 100 million euro. Why? Because they gave his child to somebody else. I'm sure his wife did. The guy is suing them. You have the kind of stupid rights abroad that
Suing them for what?
he went to the country legally. His wife now had a baby, his baby, and gave it up for adoption so that she could get papers. Then he said, no, he doesn't want his baby back. The government said, no, you cannot have your baby back. 100 million naira.
He didn't say for adoption, though. He didn't say for adoption, did he?
And but whatever in Nigeria, can you think of suing that kind of sue? They will just throw you in one side, one corner with Yahweh. But you see, abroad, they have stupid, I call them stupid rights. Person will thief your purse. If you chase and wound them, they say he just snatch your purse. Nobody say he show you knife. He just snatch your purse, run. You can't chase and catch and beat them. I know person they don't deport on top of that matter before. Say he beat thief, with thief in purse.
Because you are not expected to fight back yourself in that manner.
Bold. So you see, abroad, Nigeria, you thief purse. Let me tell you what happened for my area for Ibadan. Then they call the place Ogbere. There's one hotel there, they call the hotel Bengbeleku. It's on a bridge, on a hill like this. That's how two men on Okada snatched one girl's bag. They were, hey, the guy was shouting, hey. They now got on the Okada, and the Okada was old. So as the Okada was climbing the bridge, the whole people were chasing them. As the Okada was, the hill. As the Okada got to the top of the hill, the Okada just did and died. The Okada and the fuel inside the Okada is what they used to light their bonfire. Guess what? When they got the woman's bag back, it was only 20 naira that was inside the bag. That can definitely not happen abroad. Do you get me?
Yes, I do.
Then you go, you know, maybe wait, I don't see for Nigeria. You thief for market now, born. Tire away there your side.
Why you never even steal yourself? Look at that guy. Look at the guy they wasted.
Can you see us what we were
Yes. So the essence is to balance us with them.
There are too many
Extremes. Come inside the show.
I'm here.
Ahead. So sorry, before your network takes you away again, say what you were
No,
saying.
I'm saying this one is better.
Yes.
Okay, I can hear you. This is better.
Yes. So go ahead. Why do you think there's so many breakups? Not just celebrities, but general breakups all over the place. What is your take?
I just think we all marry for the wrong reasons. Benefits. Everybody's marrying for benefits. So we're not marrying for the right reason. We're not marrying for companionship. We are marrying for help. You're looking for that woman that is successful, that can help your career. You're looking for that man that is successful, that can help your career, even though you know you are not compatible with the person. The red flags are always there. Very obvious. Do you understand? So I think we're just marrying for the wrong reason. And the funniest part is that we know that we are marrying for the wrong reasons, but we always feel that we can always find a way around it. Then along the line, we just see that, no, I can't cope with this anymore. Like using Funke Akindele's marriage as an instance. It's been rumored, even before her son, her stepson, came to talk about the marriage. People, it's been rumored that their marriage is not working. People that know. So the marriage did not just break up now. It has broken up long time ago. They've been trying to like mend it, patch it, for probably the same reason that they got married. That's the honest truth.
It's okay.
You said?
I said, which is okay.
Which is okay. That's what I'm trying to say.
Finish because her network is not good. Let her just finish what she has to say. So
No,
no
this network is good.
continue.
So I just feel we're married for the wrong reasons. If we could just sit down. Now, on the social media, if you want to talk, shut up. No young person wants to listen to counseling. All of us are now mates. If Daddy Freeze is talking, small children are talking. Blessing CA is talking, small children are talking. Social media has just put us in the same, nobody is listening to anybody. The only time a young person is humble is when they make mistakes. But in those days, you could always listen to elders, take advice from them, but nobody is listening to anybody. Everybody wants to do what they like, how they like it, and who they do it with. So I think if we can just sit down and understand the real essence of marriage, which is companionship, because 80% of people are marrying people that they cannot stay with. They can't even cohabit with people you are dating. Yes. But because, okay, he's going to give you this, he can take care of your parents, he pays your parents' hospital bill, some sort of benefits. So I think it's just about benefits. If you can just drop benefits and look inward, I think marriage will work. Marriage is beautiful, but we just keep doing it with the wrong people. That's what I feel. I keep saying it, nothing beats companionship. Whether all the marriages break up.
Because I'm writing down everything you are saying.
Okay. Like I used to say, nothing beats companionship. Even if everybody divorced today, I'm still going to stand. Marriage is one of the most beautiful things that God created. Just like Adam in the Bible, there is nothing like having someone to gist with, having someone to talk to, having someone to share with. And that's what marriage is about. So no matter the drama or the myth or the story, nothing beats companionship. Let's just choose the right people for the right reason. That's what I feel.
Thank you so much. I had to wait for you. Blessing said, I'll be available later. I had to wait for you because this wisdom you have dropped is not the kind of wisdom you can eat alone. You have to eat it with soup or sauce. You know, when they serve you lobster, they serve you with some melted butter, with some garlic and some herbs. So you put the exoskeleton of the lobster and dip it in the butter sauce and chew slowly, ruminate on the wisdom of Blessing CEO's lobster words that you need to digest properly. Thank you so much, my sister, and God bless you. And that makes a lot of sense. Okay, so let me handle. Blessing, if you still have time, please stay. But if you are busy,
I'm good. I can stay.
Awesome. So let me now hand over to Bukola. Do you have anything to say? No, don't say no. You are old enough.
I also said things that I had to say.
You are old enough to come. What do you see marriage as?
Yeah, like basically companionship. I just believe that people should get married to their best friends. Like,
all right.
So get married to their best friends.
Then some of the ACs are on.
Okay.
Reception and the main reception. The two of them are on.
All right. So my dear sister, Bukola, IB's Love Haven. What is your take?
Yes, people are marrying for the wrong reason, but she said everyone. Like, I don't want to generalize things right now because that's.
I said a lot. I didn't say everyone. I said a lot of people.
So
that's
not sweetness.
Sincerely, Daddy Freeze.
All because I said
people are compatible on different levels. And we have 4 stages of relationship. The first one is the dating stage. The second one is the curiosity state. And the fourth one is the third one is the decision-making state. The last one is when you now decide you want to get married and the married stage. Where people jump and skip is the third one. That third one, that is when you table all the matters on the table. Can we really live together? Can we really live together under the same roof? I want people to understand that the fact that you are compatible when it comes to ideas, the fact that you are compatible when it comes to being maybe in whatever you do together, The fact that you're compatible based on your famous level does not mean you will be compatible when it comes to marriage. So we have 4 stages. People always jump that stage and go to the last stage, which is the marriage state. They just go into marriage. You can be compatible on different levels, but that last stage, okay, I want to hear you, darling.
Okay, so can I ask a question? So dating and marriage, they're different stages, right?
Dating and courtship is different. People need to get that. People always think dating is actually courtship. Courtship is you are courting to be married. Dating is just you guys are still. It's just at that stage of you watch movies together. You're not really talking about marriage. You are dating. But when it comes to courtship, that's when you're talking about marriage. And people skip the last one, which says, let's examine it. The fact that we are compatible on so many levels does not mean we are going to be compatible when it comes to marriage. Living under the same roof is very difficult. You're dealing with someone from different backgrounds. Do you get what I'm saying? Somebody that has been influenced with so many things, coming together and being under the same roof is very difficult. Especially when those people are enormous with fame, when they've got power, they have money, they have everything. It's very difficult. Trust me.
I want to ask a question.
Okay.
What makes dating and courtship
The
different
question,
that doing
Is that what?
dating, you're not living on that same roof?
Well, in the US here, I mean, in Canada here, people date, people court and go under the same roof without even being married, right? But I'm just telling you that it's very difficult living under the same roof with somebody from totally different backgrounds. So, like you said, if you marry for companionship, maybe it will work. But if you're marrying somebody because of the help that they can render, what if you're capable of that same help tomorrow? So that means you're probably going to be tired of the marriage because, of course, what you want, you've gotten it. So it's okay for me to move on, right? Blessing wanted to say something.
I want to ask a question. You know, as a relationship therapist, there's a difference between myth, what you read, and what it is, right? You talked about 4 stages. But in reality, we all do know that doesn't work. Why do I say it doesn't work? When I pass the first stage of your analysis, pass the second stage. Let's assume I'm compatible with this guy when it comes to our values, right? Good, okay. I've passed that one. I'm compatible with him when it comes to sex. I've passed that one. And we get to the third stage and we are no longer compatible. I realize that there's something about this guy that I'm not really very comfortable with. You know that it is not easy for me to just leave this guy. True or false?
Problem. That's why we are in this problem today. That's why we are in this problem today. Trust me. That's why we are facing this problem today. Trust me.
That's what we are trying to say. That's what we are trying. That's the myth. That's why I call it a myth. Because it's not realistic. Because I cannot spend 2, 3, 4 years with you, dating you, and at the end of the day, when it's time for us to get married, I'll not come and go back. That's the myth.
So which one is the bad one when you now go into marriage and you're logging out?
That's the reason why today is as if they are insulting a lot of women for being single.
Yeah.
Because you're going to be old now, jumping from 4 years relationship. And remember, for every relationship you go in and come out of, you have a trauma. You have to heal. Drop some baggage. Remember, our age is not on your side. That's why I call it a myth. It's not realistic.
But that's the state of the relationship, though. And that is why we have to be careful. People waste a lot of time trying to figure stuff out. You waste a lot of time trying to figure it out. Oh, let me see if it's going to work. Let me tell you, you have the capability of loving more than one person at a time. Don't waste time. Do not waste time trying to stick your head and you are saying you just want to make it work. You just want to make it work. That's the truth.
Okay. We are still going back to the same thing now. Now we are going back now. When Blessing see you come and say date more than one man, they will drag the fuck out of me. Now we are still going back to the same thing we're talking about, right? Good. Now the point now we're talking about is just very simple. I'm just going to say, know what you want. Because when you know what you want and you get to the first stage of a relationship, you know when to break out.
That's it.
Some people don't know. Go ahead. Okay. I feel some people don't actually know what they want. And that's the reason why I said they marry for the wrong reason. I'm going to use myself as an example, as Blessing CEO. If I sit down with you, if I go on a date with you for one day, I know if I'm going to date you or not. Because from afar, I can spot what I want. And personally, I feel that there are major factors about marriage that keeps marriage than the very parts. To me, I call it communication. If we share the same value system, where are we going to? It's easier for us to be married than even when we are compatible during sex. Because I used to say, you don't marry for love.
Oh, they're going to take you off.
Yeah, so don't say the S word.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because of...
Okay. Should I say during knack? Okay.
Knack.
Okay. So I'm going to say, when we are saying marry for the right reason, I just feel that a lot of us are marrying for the wrong petty reasons. I feel if you can just find somebody you can communicate with, because the biggest problem we have in relationship and marriage is communication and comprehension. The fact that I'm talking and you are misunderstanding me, I'm going to give an instance. Just like I was arguing with someone on my comment session, and if you're a successful woman right now, and let's assume you are a bit more successful than your husband. Let me use Funke as an instance and her husband, because from the scale of 100, we are just going to say Funke is more on a higher than the husband. She's more out there. We know her more. Maybe financially she's there. Now, when you are on that scale already, comprehension becomes a problem in the relationship, because everything you say, the man will see it like shouting. Everything you say, the man will see it like a problem. He's not listening to you. He's not hearing you. He just wants to attack you. So I feel if you can get someone who can communicate and someone who can comprehend, someone who just wants to understand you, I feel you're good to go in marriage. Every other thing can be learned. That's what I feel. I feel those are the two basic, all these things that the Freeze daughter talked about. Friendship. What is friendship? It's just communication and comprehension. Somebody you can talk freely with. Someone that can understand you, someone that can digest. I feel every other thing is just confusion around relationship and marriage. Like when I give counseling, I don't like to, I'm talking about myself personally, I don't like to use the word stages. Because when you start talking about 1, 2, 3, 4, you get them confused. I just go straight to the basic things I feel that you need in that relationship and marriage. And I just tell you, every other thing, you can learn it. Any other thing in relationship and marriage, if you set your mind to it, you can learn it. But you cannot learn comprehension and communication if you don't like someone. Because if you don't like someone, you don't even want to pay attention. Anything the person says is already an offensive statement to you. That's my own take.
Yeah, can I say something?
Yes, darling.
It's just important for you to know what your deal breakers are. Like, because you said something about, you be compatible at this stage and be compatible at this. You can't be 100% compatible with anybody.
It's not done anywhere.
Just know your deal breaker. Like, this is what I cannot deal with. Like, that's...
When you're a deal breaker person, when you're somebody who always talk about deal breaker, you might end up becoming selfish. You must learn to adjust. You must learn to compromise. Yes. If you want to be doing deal breaker
yourself.
You said what?
Maybe. Let me say something. First of all, I want to correct a notion here. JJC is not a nobody. JJC is not a nobody.
Don't stop taking my word. Don't misunderstand my word. I didn't say he's a nobody, and that's the problem. I don't like it when you say something and people want to switch it. I never said he was a nobody. I said if we want to put a scale, maybe Funke is higher than him based on fame or maybe finance. I never called him a nobody.
Okay.
No, I was illustrating because to be very honest, if we don't want to be sentimental, we don't know, many of us don't know JJC. We know him through Funke. Let's always be realistic. Do you understand? A lot of us know Funke more than JJC. So let's stop painting the words. We're not saying he's poor. We are only saying if we're putting it on a scale, Funke, we tend to know her more. She's more on the limelight than JJC. That's the truth. So let's be honest.
Okay, and at the same time, I want us to know that the fact that if you have a partner that is richer than you, or probably you guys are still in that courtship stage, it's okay to back out if you're not going to be able to stand the fame or to stand the money that they have. That doesn't make you less of a man. I want people to understand that. it's okay. It's okay not to want to date a man. I mean, date a lady that is richer than you. I think that's the main problem here. People think they can actually go. It's a lot. When you have enormous money, you have power, you have fame. I mean, a lady has fame, a lady has money. It's okay if you don't want to be under the same roof with them. I think that's the major problem that they have. Yes, we all know that Funke might be financially more buoyant than JJC. But the truth is, I have known JJC for years. I discovered Yunke from I Need to Know, but JJC, I've known him for so many years. And
I don't know him.
Oh yeah,
never heard of him until he married Funke.
Well, that's you. Like I heard of. I mean, I started seeing JJC. I mean, Funke on I Need to Know, and that was our first movie as far as I can remember. But JJC has always been there. That's for me. JJC is big. But what am I trying to say in essence? There is no perfect marriage, and there is nothing wrong with you trying to work on your marriage. There is nothing wrong. I know. See, when they started this rigor, when they started this problem, I knew it from start because I knew how they come to the internet to display themselves. And when all of those things when the emotions were dying down, I called my friend. I told her, I said, something is actually wrong with these guys. And she said, okay, we'll just be praying for them because I love them passionately, not just I love them passionately. I want to see their marriage work. So when the guy came out and he was saying all sort of whatever he was saying, then I called her again. I said, I told you something was actually wrong with that marriage. There is nothing wrong with you trying to work on your marriage as long as there is no domestic violence involved. There is nothing wrong with you staying back to try to fix things. When I read what JJC wrote, it said they've been on it for 2 years. And Funke sent him packing. That's another thing we need to talk about. Why should you move into a woman's house? I would never advise anyone.
That's a part I want to.
Why should you? You know this point now. If we get to this point, you'll be contradicting yourself. Mm-hmm. When you get married, two have become one. If I have a bigger house, let's assume now, from what you're saying, let's assume you say a lot of people say JJC has been there. Maybe he's been abroad. And I have a bigger house and I have the opportunity. Let's assume I'm a celebrity and I have the opportunity or brands of, getting a bigger house. Why would my husband go get something else when we're actually married? So I think if we start to put it from that perspective, then that's not right. Then that's not marriage. If it's a union, we should be able to share.
I never throw my culture away, though. In whatever I do, I respect culture. I respect culture.
Let's leave culture. Let's be realistic when it comes to marriage as a union, so that we don't confuse people. You can't be going up and coming down. If you want to give the rules and laws about marriage, give it. Two have become one. Whichever person's house, whether the man's house or the woman's house, is fine. Let's leave culture. Because if we want to follow culture, then we're not going to be talking about marriage. There are lots of things about culture that does not govern well with even marriage. So let's not contradict ourselves. If we want to do Christianity, let's do Christianity. But personally, I feel that two have become one. Whether I have a house, whether my husband have a house, if Funke threw her husband out, it's the same way JJC could have thrown Funke out. It's the same thing. So let's stop dancing it. Maybe you like this one more. Let's be neutral, please. Do you understand? It's vice versa.
I'm not here to display love to. Rather am I here to question their morality. I will not question anybody.
I'm talking about the accommodation wise. Yeah. It doesn't matter who he's living with.
I'm being objective here. Daddy Freeze, you want to say something?
Yes, you see, I wanted to say something, but I want the light to come first so they can see my eyes.
Okay.
The time they've ever taken light in my estate. Light in my estate is 24 hours.
Wow.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow, this works. Now, you see, sorry, you are very spoiled. You like leaning on people, but people cannot lean on you. Oh, sorry.
Please don't forget Habiko.
Sorry. Okay. You see, there are many things like they brought their light. I told you I live in a 24-hour it's 24-hour electricity estate. So those of you saying go on, get gen for my estate. About how much me I get my own house, I be landlord. Where they gap the rent for village. I swear to God, if they sell your house, you don't pay rent for my estate. I not say buy, if they sell your house, you don't pay rent for my estate. They talk to me, I go on gen. Really. Yala yaya on gen. Back to what I was saying, Jare, my people. Now, I learned something. You see, two become one, two become one, two become one. What if the two become one only for 5 years? Because marriages are ending. There's a testimony we are learning. Osinachi's marriage was not a marriage. The husband still in prison now. Chacha Eke, marriage don't end. Funke Akindele, marriage don't end. You understand? When you want to marry, yes, you know those days, I believe that me and my ex were not compatible in any way. We had no business to get today. What I know today, if I knew it when I met my ex, I would not even have married her. If we end as dates, okay, we had a good relationship as dates, but me and you don't get where we they go. You understand? But you see, I still did everything together. And I would have gotten into a lot of trouble for it. Imagine this my house. Imagine I got it or I bought it when I was married to her.
Not that one. I'll put it in the black box.
House. You understand what I tell you? So what I'm saying is, when you are getting married, even though, yes, emotions, oh, I love you so much, you are so beautiful, you are so cute, let there also be things that are your own. Nobody is to end. Let there be, okay, this is my car, this is your car. So that one day they will not break up with you and say, give me my car back.
The car I'm using right now, my husband bought it for me, but it's in my name because I'm the one using it.
Good. That's what I'm saying. You are giving me a car. Now, a house, on the other hand, let me tell you what happened to a friend of mine. He bought his wife a house in the UK. The day the wife left him, my guy is now homeless. His wife has a house. Do you understand?
Yeah.
No matter how you
Daddy
love
freeze.
someone,
Daddy freeze.
no matter listen, if anything, monetize it. If my wife is supporting me to build my career and I use that career to buy a house, I will monetize that support. Maybe I say, okay, the support you gave me is 20%. I will say 20% of the value of this house belongs to you. Should we break up tomorrow? Yes. But I will not also expect my wife to buy me a house. Because you see, look at it now. The narrative is now she kicked him out of the house. Not many people are sure. When Tazebot left her first marriage, she did not go with, she could not even go with some of her clothes. Car, long. Even her land, the ex is still dragging it with her today.
Yeah.
In like 3 different...
Daruma posted too? Do you see what Daruma posted? She said from record that women leaving their husband, they usually don't have where to stay. That Chacha Eke should come to her house to come and it's because of track records. So you should have things in your own name.
Let me tell you something, the kind of person I am, I never pray to go through a breakup. I don't know, we're in the middle of our show. I never pray to go through a breakup or anything like that.
Yeah.
But I'm the kind of person that even if now me get the house, and we move out, but my wife will not be able to sell the house. She can live there. But as she will sell it and add money and go and buy another house, that will never happen. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, if all the kids are above 18, we will discuss it.
Yeah.
We need to, you see, we can't do things with emotion anymore.
True.
God, let me tell you something here. Just before my ex and I left, I was thinking of buying a house in Lekki. So I mentioned it to my ex. She now drove me to one place. You know, I always, you know what saved me? My love for sports cars. I always knew that I would have a low sports car. So when she took me to that house in Lekki, the road was like this. Now you make me know by that house. The road was like this. As in, I was going with my range and was carrying one leg up, one leg down. I say, ah. The house then was about 30 million or 35 million then. And by that standard, it was relatively cheap. And it was a fully furnished duplex. Somewhere in Lekki, I've forgotten where this area was. Maybe by now they fixed the road. Now that road, I look at, I say, no. Because my car, for instance, now I cannot drive it there. So that's why, imagine I bought that house where she carry me go. She would drag that house with me. She go talk, say, the years where she labor with me. Which labor? You don't worry me. We married for 17 years. You worry me for those
I want to say something.
You want to tell me, say, you give me support. Worry now.
I want to say something. Can I ask?
Yes. Yes, go ahead.
If we begin to analyze marriage like this, then it's business. Because it's business we are discussing. This is business. This is not marriage.
Accept that part of marriage that is business.
I don't.
Oh, okay.
No.
Okay.
No.
Really?
Because look at it. For instance, if Tastebot has sat down and clearly defined, this is my land, you cannot touch it, you must not touch it. If she had clearly defined anything and not done things with emotions, they will not be dragging her own property with her till today.
No, but do you know that the difference between that is that mommy actually puts her marriage into her business. That was but like you're turning marriage into a business. This one had to do that was her business, and then she dragged her marriage and put it inside.
Okay. So but what I'm saying at the end of the day is, guys, stand in love, sit in love, walk in love, talk in love, don't fall in love. There should be a check. There should be something that checks you.
It's okay to fall in love, but there should be checks and balances. That's what I would say.
Yeah.
How can you fall and there'll be checks and balances?
What I'm saying
like the meat.
Be loyal, be loving, be committed.
When you fall, there is no balance. You can fuck
what love brings is you are vulnerable. You are vulnerable. But when you are vulnerable, make sure that you're walking. I don't want to use the S word. Be loyal, be committed, be faithful, but don't be S. Don't be S in any relationship. Don't be S. I don't want to use the word, but be committed, be loving, give all it takes, but don't be ever in any relationship. And that is why we are here today. Because people judge marriage with sentiment. What love brings is vulnerability. You want to do anything, you want to go anything, you want to be this, you want to be that. But trust me, don't be true.
If I'm in love, I like to use myself as an example. I'm in a relationship, and that's why I choose who I date, right? I'm in a relationship where the guy has his life going, he has his business going. I have my life going, I have my business going. I love him, he loves me. I don't know if you're getting my point. But anything I do for him is what I know I can do and I can let go. I have never seen it as a business. He has never. I feel if I can love you and start to calculate the things that I do, I don't love you. That's not love. So I don't know how you people are bringing love and business. And that's the problem that we have.
Calculative. Are you getting what I'm saying?
It's subconscious.
Crystal, I want to add you next. Naomi,
you understand?
I'm going to add you.
Be calculative.
In your comment.
No, these things we are saying, we are not being realistic. If you are in love, you are vulnerable. What is vulnerability? You are giving all. You can't be vulnerable and be
She pushed my hand. Okay, we have Ada Blessing here.
Hi, Yela. Hi, everyone. Hi, Blessing.
My colleague on Nigeria Info. We work so well together. Brilliant mind, lovely girl, and a blossoming media career. Ada, ask a question. Please, I want you to ask that question publicly.
Yeah, you mentioned that you could leave your house for your ex if you had a house then. So I'm asking, would you have left the house for her and then let her remarry someone else?
That's a tough one. I don't have a problem with my ex remarrying. Don't think it will be in my house.
Okay.
If you can date somebody, can't the person rent house for you?
Oh, okay. So what's the essence leaving the house for her?
So that while she's in the transition period with my kids, you understand, she has a place to stay. But the moment she starts dating, we assume that the person dating her should be, I assume, some other people might not care, and some people will fire thunder and brimstone on your head. My take is, if you are dating somebody, at least that person should be able to accommodate you.
Are you dating them for your accommodation?
No.
Then,
Or
blessing
able to
okay.
accommodate yourself. Do you understand? In my house,
Yeah.
you'll be there. But you see, it depends on the relationship. The
Is
dynamics.
it because it will be paying
Your children, what to keep them?
if you're the one who left her? So why is it still paying you that she is already?
Exactly.
There are things that, let me tell you something. Yeah. Sometimes there are sentimental attachments people have to things. A house, especially where you were together, is better. What I would rather do is rent a place for her for 2. Find a place, maybe inside the same estate or somewhere similar.
Okay.
Now, maybe we're staying in a 3-bedroom or 4-bedroom flat. I'll rent a 3-bedroom for her because I'm no longer there. You understand? But I will not take my ex to it. You understand? Then that's her business. But after 2 years, I believe that unless she was a housewife and she gave up her work to follow me, you they walk, I they walk. Since that breakup is going to affect you, to make you homeless for 2 years is not for you to get your finances together. You understand? Person pay 2 years rent. You know what 2 years rent is? First of all, you pay agent, all those. After the second year, you don't need to pay, you just pay your rent.
Okay, that wasn't stated. You sounded as if you were cool with just leaving the whole property for her because you were done with the relationship.
Dating, if she wants to date, that's you have said it now. I probably won't leave the house for her. No matter where you are. Now I'll just rent it somewhere for her.
Okay, and Blessing said something that got my attention.
We have ended up
She asked
confusing
you
because
Yes, so nobody is praying for this kind of thing, but we they think
exactly. Blessing asked you a question. If you now monetize marriage, where is now the place of unity, teammates, and being together, coming together as one?
love.
Why do you do insurance? Hold on. When you buy a car, why do you do insurance?
But marriage is different.
But I'm not protect.
Can I say?
So are you not saying marriage is business, purely business?
No,
So,
it's not purely business. But let me tell you something. People have gotten into trouble for this kind of thing. People are saying like, well, we are together, we are together. Baba, you are together. You know, Yoruba people say, "Eni afela mo, many ofewa." Now, person when we like, now, we don't know who like us. The person they rub your head every day. You know whether the person like you true or just the good. Now, who you like, and you know. You don't know who like you. There was a story of a couple.
I think we are mixing it together here.
No, hold on. Let me break this down. There was a story of a couple. The two of them were on a cliff together. They said if they jump, nobody should put the parachute. That they should die together, or they should buy together. As they jump finish, one of them pulled parachute. You understand? Meanwhile, the other one will jump, hold rope. So inside that, we love ourselves, we buy together. Everybody still calculates. You see, let me tell you, you don't want to be homeless. Marriage can render you homeless. The reason why I was not homeless after my first marriage was because I was lucky. Let me tell you what I did. I witnessed a member of my family. As soon as the guy died, as members they come house, contact Babati Law, they drive one car go. At the end of the day, he and his wife did not have a house to live in. So me, I was like, no, all the cars I bought in my ex's name, name them. I untangled that mess when the marriage break. It was hell. So if there's anything I need to learn is, look, life is a transition. If your wife, no matter how much you love me, you cannot go and withdraw money. Do you understand what I'm saying? Why doesn't the bank know that, oh, I love her so much, she's my wife. If she just goes there, she can just take any money she likes. No.
My own definition of love is this. Anything I cannot live conveniently for you, I cannot give. Anything I give in every relationship I marry, something that was convenient. Just like this money we're talking about, right? If I'm giving you money in a relationship, right? I'm not giving you my last card. If I have like 2 million in my account, I can conveniently give 200,000. That will not, even if we break up, it doesn't remove anything from my body. I think we are getting it all saying don't work.
Now,
but when we monetize,
yeah, there's one picking where when a goat give him mama belle, take bonam. In name na Anu Oluwapo. He said, Daddy Freeze, please let someone else talk. I beg. I'm not getting a reasonable point. Yeah, I buy a reasonable point. Olori Buruku da Kotori Wagan. Ereyin ebi na weda. You want not too long sorrow. The rapture ewo. Mama rapture edano. Please. One person.
why?
I don't know as people papa go bomb person wait, as you be like this, stay whatever be mama tijuni. As you be like this, if God born you go they avoid you for public. Oh yeah, I know they make reasonable points. My people, sorry. People need to be raptured from time to time.
Give it to them back to back.
Daddy freeze. My point is, look at what happened to Osinachi. What I'm trying to say in summary is, marriage is not a business. But what I'm telling you is, love brings you to be vulnerable. There is this vulnerability when you are in love, because you ignore so many things, you want to accept so many things. So my point is, don't love with your eyes closed. Osinachi was loyal. Osinachi was dedicated. Osinachi was protective. She tried to protect her marriage. But the last thing that she didn't draw the line is she was stupid. When the marriage was going so and so many things were happening, she tried to cover it up because she wasn't. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying marriage is a business. I'm not saying you shouldn't share with your partner. But when things are going the way that you don't...
Okay, can we use somebody else apart from Osinachi? Because these things you said, I wish you could use another person, because Osinachi, all these things you said, what kept Osinachi there was religion. It had nothing to do with others. So can we use a different person? She wasn't stupid. She wasn't foolish as we thought. It was just religion.
But religion makes people...
So
exactly.
what religion makes you do?
Religion and society. You know how society
plays
on married people. If you're married,
what does religion make you do?
Not even that. Religion in the sense that Osinachi was in the Christian church kind of state. She couldn't make some certain decision because of her pastors and her state of. She wasn't like a normal person like us. She was a chorister and go.
I'm a chorister too, my sister. I sing in church.
It's religion that you not. I feel we could use somebody else to draw this illustration.
Makes you do.
Is that what?
That's what religion makes you do, right? They brainwash you.
Days, if you cannot be stupid in marriage and you cannot be in love, we are all stupid when we love. We are all stupid for our kids. There are some things we are going to scold other people's children, and we can't even do it to our kids. Let's be realistic. That's what I'm saying. When you are in love, you must be stupid. Let's stop this myth. When you are racking sense in love, you are not in love. Now,
when you get into marriage or relationship,
when you get boyfriend, different game. Sugar daddy, you are strategic. You know it's money. You know you want to solve the problem. Boyfriend, you are not. Let's be honest, Abe. I don't just want us to do this whole drama of myth. When you are in love, it comes with stupidity. That's the truth.
And I'm not going to call
foolishness. Hey.
Yes, it comes with foolishness.
Oh.
That's the
if you're not foolish, you cannot.
I don't want to use that. That's the vulnerability. But at the same time, I will never coach somebody. Yella was saying, before you go out loving anybody, make sure you know what you want and make sure you know who you are before you go out loving
That's
anybody.
why we are single. That's why they are calling us relationship experts without relationship, because we defined what we want. Yes. I'm only saying a lot of women cannot be as strong as Blessing CEO when it comes to decision making. I don't know if you're getting me. This is reality. Do you understand? Because if you want to follow the real rules of marriage, you might never even get married. So you must take you must be stupid at some point.
Quick question. Now that we are now saying that people should be more strategic about what they want in relationships and marriages, don't you think that's now a major contributing factors to why relationships are not working today? Because you are entering into a marriage with what can I benefit? What can I gain? Oh, I'm strategic about this partner.
Nobody's supporting that though. You can't, nobody's supporting that though.
Now you think that we are confusing everybody.
No, we are not. You can't go into a relationship with strategy. No. If you're going, you're
saying, and you're telling them not to be stupid. So what are you saying, my love?
You're not getting it. You're not getting it.
You have to buy everybody.
What's in the food? What's it? Go ahead.
Sister, we've got things that are flying around. We've got immoralities that are becoming moral because they happen every day, and we all have our own perspective to it. But that doesn't mean that we shouldn't talk about things that are factual. That doesn't mean we shouldn't talk about things that are genuine, that are moral. Though it might be becoming a norm. Do you understand what I'm saying? That doesn't mean we shouldn't stand for what is right and what is obtainable. That's the truth. That's the truth.
All right.
Okay. We go to marriage and do business. I mean, should we go to marriage? Tell us one. Are you not confused?
If you experience divorce before, then you will understand what I'm saying. Because the thing is,
don't get me wrong.
Be dedicated, though. Be committed, though. Don't be stupid. That's my own. And I'm
saying it's not possible for you to love without being stupid. That's a lie. That's a myth.
I've loved before. You can actually attest that I was a fool in that relationship. When you're in love with someone, you're
stupid.
And I'm not going to.
But did you draw the line at some point? Did you draw the line at some point?
Do you know? The thing is, when you're in love, somehow you place that person's interest above yours.
So you compromise.
Yeah, it's so
okay, wait. My battery is about to die. Hold on, guys. My battery is about to die. Now, Paula, please, I want to remove you because you came first. And I want to add Naomi Crystal. So we end up there. Is there anything you want to say in a nutshell?
Well, in a nutshell, what I want to say is do not skip all the stages of marriage. I mean, of courtship. The first one, the infatuation stage where you love and you're not actually seeing what other person is doing. The second stage, when you're getting more serious, the curiosity stage, you want to know some things about and not the person. And the third stage is where you analyze if you want to go to the last stage, which is marriage. If it's not going to work, back out. If it's not going to work at that stage, back out. And I want to say in summary, love is good. Love makes you vulnerable, but don't be stupid in love. That's what I want to say, because that's what I have. That's what I've been trained to teach people. Don't be stupid in love. If you are here, you will know what I'm saying. We gather money for people. We help people every day, news everywhere. People, wives destroying their husbands, husbands destroying their wives, then I know what I'm saying. Don't be stupid in love. That's what I want to say. But be vulnerable. Being vulnerable doesn't mean that you're not going to draw the line. Being vulnerable doesn't mean that you will see all the red flags and you will not notice it because you are in love. Once you see red flags, please don't condemn your red flags. Deal with it and back off. That's all I want to say. Thank you.
All right. Awesome. Thank you so much, Bukola of EB's Love Haven. I want to add Naomi Crystal as we officially round off now. Naomi, where are you? We're coming back in the evening, by the way. Evening or night, 11:30.
Don't be vulnerable. Daddy, please let me say this in my mind. It's heavy in my mind.
Be vulnerable and have sense.
Yeah, they like
don't be vulnerable. Don't be stupid. Which one should we say? It's confusing.
Crystal. By the way, Naomi Crystal is a media
Hi, no.
Hi,
Hi,
Naomi.
blessing.
Let-
Welcome on board.
Speaking.
let me- she finished a first class in mass communication from Uniport.
Jesus, that's how many years ago?
She worked on Cool FM, worked alongside me on
See,
After
same
Dark.
hair, same hairstyle.
Yes.
So cute.
And then she currently works with Glitch TV. And then she is one of the famous voices on a podcast called Frankly Speaking. I'm sure some of you know. Oh, Naomi, you don't carry Frankly?
Yeah.
Come here. Oh, yeah, what's your take?
I mean, so far, it's been a very interesting conversation. And at different points, I've been rolling my eyes and I've been like, oh my God. For me, yeah, obviously, everybody's relationship is according to you, oh Israel. However it works for you is fine. But then, I mean, the lady that left has said so many things that I'm just like, are we actually being realistic? And I think Blessing said it initially. One thing about me, and one thing I always tell people, be in touch with your reality. First of all, nobody ups and leaves a relationship that they have been, investing in and have been working on for years, simply because the person offends you. You can't just walk out of the relationship like that. You still be there, try to make it work, try to fix it until maybe there's no way out of it. Then you now take your L and leave. And then another thing she said, she talked about not being stupid. Now, everybody's talking about don't be stupid in a relationship because we are seeing all these things that is happening today. Everybody's fighting, break. On a norms, when you are in a relationship with somebody, you don't set out thinking that it's going to fail. I don't think anybody gets into a relationship saying, the day will break up. I want to live with this. I want to live with that.
Exactly. It's not like preparing to die.
I'm telling you, like, even if sometimes, even people from outside will say, this relationship might not last. I'm going to take Chef Chi and Davido, for instance. If it was that easy, the relationship looked like, oh my God, it was good. And us from outside, spectators were like, I hope this girl is securing her bag. But she, in the relationship, she wasn't thinking about, it's going to end, and what will I go out with it? So nobody really sets out to do that when they start a relationship. Unless you leave that relationship emotionally. Like, unless you are done with the person emotionally and you are just there, then you now be thinking of securing your own self, like making sure that when I'm leaving with something. But when the relationship is good, when everything is going well, your mind will not be at, in case we break up tomorrow, I want to go away with this one, I want to go away with that one. Do you understand? That's just my take. I don't think we can rule out stupidity or vulnerability in a relationship. I don't think we can rule that one away. So it's just, but now, because of everything that is happening and all of that,
all right, hold on a second.
Would advise.
I want to ask a question. The three of you. Hey, brother, calm down. I'm asking you two. On a scale of 1 to 10, how stupid have you been in a relationship? You.
No way.
Okay, Ada Blessing, start.
What's the question?
With me, I think
on a
11,
scale of 1 to 10, how stupid have you?
11 over 10.
Huh?
11 over 10.
11 over 10. Remember the day me and you, they look for that thing, they drive together, they look for waiting to buy. They don't know what we are talking about. We're looking for breakup to buy. Were you there? Oh yeah, tell me your own. Hey, blessed you don't go.
Blessing has gone off.
Oh yeah.
Me?
Yes.
Well, I would say maybe 8, Sha. Maybe 8. You understand? Because initially it was, oh my God, this relationship is everything. This is going to work. But then at some point, like the lady, like they were saying before, something would, like there'll be signs in the relationship, Sha, and there's a chance that you might log out of that relationship emotionally, but because you are not just ready to up and leave a relationship that you have been building
for a while, you still want to stay there. But when the problems are always recurring, your mind is already almost going out of it. So by that time, you are now thinking of yourself. You're not thinking of your own, like what you stand to gain and all of that. So yeah, me at some point when I was in my relationship that I thought, okay, this is the relationship for me, you know, I was in it with all my heart. Me, we like money, like, yeah, of course. And definitely it has to be a man that has money, because if it's not a man that has money enough to take care of me, why am I even there?
Me.
But yeah, I was in a relationship with somebody who was, you know, rich enough for my, you know, to take care of me. But at some point, he started doing things that I just realized that, okay, no, this relationship is not going to get to where I want it to get to. But because I cannot just up and leave, I'm going to be managing it. So that period of managing, I became smarter, you know. So the things that I would have done normally when I was so in love, I didn't used to do them anymore. You understand? Till it crashed. So that's why I would say 8/10, you know, rating how much I've been in love.
Wait, so
That
you
is
remained inside the relationship when, even after
Sorry?
you remained inside the relationship even after you had lost your
Of
feelings.
course now, of course. Like, you will just be managing, pending when you see the next person. Like, you know how you be in a relationship and you be searching for the next guy, that type of thing.
Hey,
Yes, that's it. It happens
okay. Yes, Daddy Freeze.
because you will always want to give them a space to change. Do you understand? I don't know if you guys are understanding me. But if you're dating somebody,
was never.
if you're dating somebody,
Never
I
stupid.
was never. I left even while my heart was inside.
All right,
but
guys.
if
30 seconds each. Let's round off. So we've been on for almost 2 hours. Yella is exhausted. And I'm going to come back again at 11:30. The discussion continues. Stupid in Love. That's the title of 11:30 of the episode at 11:30. So, Yella, final words, 30 seconds, your acceptance speech.
I'm tired now. I don't really have anything to say. I mean, why do you always do this thing as in I should say final? There's nothing for me to say. I've already said everything I have to say.
All right.
I don't believe that you can be in love and not be stupid. I don't think me I was stupid, but I don't think you can be in love and not be stupid, because I mean, like, for you to be in love, you have to be vulnerable, and with being vulnerable, it comes some certain level of stupidity. I mean, for you to have overshared, man, I don't know.
Ada Blessing, your final take.
All right. I would say relationship is such a beautiful thing. Love itself is beautiful. Marriage is sweet when you are with the right person. But then again, with everything happening, I think people should start using their senses. Gone are the days when people just say experience is the best teacher. The fact that you experience does not mean you should not learn from people's stories and experiences. So right marriage, I'm not saying don't love, I'm not saying go there with the business mindset, but in all you do, there should always be a plan. Don't rely fully on your partner, because life is 70s and no one knows tomorrow, basically.
All right, Naomi, and your final take as we round off. No, it's there by itself. No,
okay, so basically, if you are in a relationship with somebody, yeah, you're going to love the person. But with everything, I mean, like, times have changed. So with everything that is going on now, no matter how much you love whoever you're dating and stuff like that, just always make sure that, you know, you are protected. Like, if you're in a relationship with the person and the person is taking care of you, make sure you are securing yourself. That's what I mean. Like, try as much, even in as much as you can't be it's not transactional and everything. Like, say for instance, you marry a man that is richer than you now. Of course, he's going to set you up. So make sure he's setting you up, because that's also how he shows you that he loves and values you. Do you understand? And
what about a
if
woman?
you are, yes, no, yes.
Can set a man
No, but that's it. But and then if you are also like, if you're a very rich woman, please just try and marry the man that has your level of money, because whether you like it or not, women, we are different.
So
we
who are
cannot be like men.
So who are
So
poor
if
men
poor
going to
men
date?
go to date?
poor,
Who
poor
are poor
men should
men
look,
to
poor
date?
men should look for, poor men should look for girls that are okay, minimal. It's not, you will not be a poor man and you're going to look for Beyonce to date. No, they will not respect you the way you want to be respected. It's just, it's normal. It's the reality. So date
All right.
according to your level.
At this stage, I have to say thank you so much for joining us live. God bless. I love you all. Take care of yourselves. And I'm going to be back at 11 o'clock. I hope I have the strength because you guys have drained me. Take care. God bless. And see you at 11. Thank you, Naomi. Thank
Bye.
you, Blessing.
Bye.
Blessing Seal. Thank you, Bukola, Stephen, and everybody else who joined us today. Rugged Man and the rest of them. Take care. God bless. Love you.